Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is some big news, like Morgan's big news, front page of the paper kind of stuff. Because it was brought to my attention last night during a Twitch stream. There'll be a link in the box below to my Twitch. Lost night it was brought to my attention during a Twitch stream that apparently Charlotte Katakuri, Dogtooth, my main man, he's no longer a Logia Delphi user. He is a Paramecia Delphi user. Official. Oda himself changed it from a Logia to a Paramecia. The Mochi Mochi no Mi is not a Logia, man. It is a Paramecia. Now, I did do a video on this a while ago about how he kind of reminds me of Treyball from Flamingo's crew, and then other things, how he's a very unique Logia. There'll be a card to that video over here. But the fact of the matter is that he's now no longer a Logia. Now he's a Paramecia, which honestly makes more sense, but at the same time, I consider it to be a nerf. But let me jump back to the beginning here and give you the full course. Now, as you can see here, this is the official Viz translation of chapter 863 of One Piece. This is April 24, 2017. And in this chapter, Jinbei, he saves Luffy from the attack of Charlotte Katakuri, Dogtooth. He saves them by splashing water where Luffy is being held by Katakuri, and then Luffy flies out. And then once Luffy flies out, Jinbei says this: Katakuri has Logia powers. It's the Mochi Mochi fruit. Let me zoom in. Katakuri has Logia powers. It's the Mochi Mochi fruit. Now, apparently, in the latest volume of One Piece, volume 86, that changed. Now, this is on the orojackson.com. There'll be a link in the box below to this particular thread. The guys on Twitch sent me this link, and lo and behold, surprise, surprise, Oda changed Mochi Mochi no Mi from Logia to Paramecia. First picture from Jump, Logia, and then it's like this kanji, that means Logia. And second picture from volume 86, Paramecia, it's this kanji right here. So first and foremost, we see the kanji where we were looking previously. Again, we saw the translation of it right here. So again, Logia powers. This is the kanji for Logia on the official Jump of the manga. You have this kanji right here, and that same kanji for Logia is right there. But then we go to the volume of the chapter, and that has changed to Paramecia. That right there means Paramecia. So again, we have the kanji for Paramecia, we have this upward squiggly line kanji, and then these two other kanjis before and after it, and then we see the same thing right here, Paramecia. So in the One Piece volumes, Oda changed Katakuri from a Logia to a Paramecia. And this is confirmed later on in the One Piece Wikia, where in the One Piece Wikia, as we can see right here, they changed the type to Paramecia as opposed to Logia, the Mochi Mochi fruit. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, Katakuri is now a Paramecia rather than Logia. Though, when they say strength and weaknesses, they say as a Logia, like right here. So, they have to change that, obviously. The fact of the matter is that he is a Paramecia now, confirmed by Oda himself, because Oda changed it in the volumes. Again, to me, it makes a lot of sense. How could mochi, a sticky rice paste, be natural? It's not necessarily natural. Some folks did tell me that instead of mochi, it's actually syrup. And syrup is natural, you find it in trees. So maybe you can kind of say like it's a variant of the syrup fruit, because it's the same sticky thing. I mean, listen, the syrup thing, I kind of see where folks want to go with that, but in all honesty, that's not been alluded to at all. When it comes to the different models, I think only the Zoans have that, like the Inu Inu no Mi model Jackal or model Wolf. Like they're both the same dog fruit, but they have different models. So you have Jabra, and then you have the one guy from Alabasta. Forgot what his name was. Well, both him and Jabra are Inu Inu no Mi, but the Zoans only have that as far as I know, not the Logia or the Paramecia. When it comes to the Logia syrup thing, whatever. Again, I see folks are going with that, but I doubt it. When it comes to the mochi, in of itself, again, I found it very weird. To me, he was more like Treyball when it came to how his powers work. But we've seen Katakuri do Logia-ish things. Like, we've seen him get cut in half or get blasted in half and still reform just fine. So then the theory would be either A, he's a very unique Paramecia with the respects of being able to do Logia-ish things, and or B, he is an awakened Paramecia, but that has not been confirmed yet at all in the story. He could be an awakened Paramecia like Flamingo, but instead of affecting the environment around him, his own attributes become far more distinct and more potent, like doing Logia-ish type of things. So that could be very possible. He is someone that is that skilled to where, yeah, he could be an awakened Paramecia, but we need the details of that. We need more confirmation. Oda has not gone nearly far enough when it it comes to awakenings of devil fruit powers. Not even close to far enough for us to gauge whether or not Katakuri is an awakened paramecia. Unless Katakuri says himself, I'm an awakened paramecia, we won't know. But that's the best bet considering how you can do Logia features. And to me, I think Oda clearly saw an issue when it came to the Mochi Mochi no Mi being a Logia-based power. So for the overall story, it makes a lot more sense. And one last thing before I go. The way I see it is Katakuri, because he's a paramecia now, he's been somewhat nerfed. Because the Logia have an advantage when it comes to devil fruit powers from a base standpoint. The Logias are deemed to be the highest of the 3 devil fruit abilities, with the exception of the subcategory of Zoans, the Mystic Zoans. They are the only ones that are the exception to the rule. The highest based abilities come from the Logia. Paramecia can train. By training, they can become far more powerful than any other Logia that we've seen, i.e. Whitebeard, i.e. Big Mom right now, just devastating. However, potentially speaking, the Logia can go even beyond the Paramecia. So even though Katakuri right now, he should still have the same abilities when it comes to his devil fruit power. Like, that shouldn't change now when it comes to upcoming chapters, even though he's now a Paramecia. That should not change. So in the future chapters, if Katakuri gets blasted in half again, him reforming shouldn't be a problem, Oda, because we've already seen it before. If it is a problem now, then that's some weird retcon shit. Oh yeah, that's some definite weird retcon stuff, Oda. Definite. But the main point here is this. Because Logias tend to have an advantage off the gate when it comes to their base abilities as devil fruits compared to the rest of the devil fruit spectrum, that in of itself can be seen as a nerf. Ichiro Oda nerfed Katakuri. It's not wrong to say that. All right, I'm done. So be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do, considering you all have a device called Zmouse Ooh. You use Zmouse Ooh to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad. Of course, please comment in the comment section down below, because I need to read some thoughts on the matter at hand, because it's... He changed it, man. I don't think I recall Oda ever doing something like that. Yeah, I don't think so, because that is a pretty big change when you're going to make someone a paramecia as opposed to a Logia, because you're changing the foundation of their powers. Like, big time. So I don't know if he actually did that in the past, but he did it now, and it's big news. Morgan's headline news, big. So comment in the comment section down below. Peace, and have a nice goddamn day.